whatever you're doing, I just got a great idea.
Well, I hope it doesn't have anything to do with my coat and my boots.
Come on, honey, we've been cooped up in here all day. We need to get out and exercise. We're not active enough.
I'm active. Who do you think's been turning these pages?
Dick, it's not healthy to stay in the house all the time. Come on, put on your boots and let's go for a walk.
What are you doing? I can put on my own boots.
Well, then do it.
I don't want to. I mean, it's snowing. It's 8 degrees out there. Why do we have to do it now?
Because it'll be invigorating.
It'll be invigorating later.
Like when?
Like spring.
Dick, you need exercise. Without it, your muscles atrophy, your arteries clog, your heart gets weak and shrivels up. You want to just lie there like a lump and deteriorate?
I'd like to give it a shot. I'll tell you what. If you let me lie here and deteriorate today, I'll go for a walk tomorrow.
You promise?
I cross whatever is left of my heart.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Is Leslie around?
No, it's her day off, and she went skiing.
Oh, do you know what time she'll be back?
Well, it could be hours.
Oh, wait.
Is there anything in particular you wanted?
Yeah, I wanted to be around Leslie. But this is good. This will give the three of us a chance to talk.
Talk about what?
I don't know. It just seems I'm always talking to Leslie, and the three of us haven't had much of a chance to really get to know each other.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Now, the first thing I really want to know is this. What time do you think Leslie will be back?
If wishing can make it so, any minute.
Hey, Dick, I'm glad I caught you. As a history buff, you'll love this.
A doormat?
It's not just a doormat, it's the first doormat.
Ever?
No, here at the inn. My father bought this the year I was born. Imagine if these bristles could talk.
That would be some doormat.
You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll put this mat by the front door and put the one that's there now out by the back door.
You know, I like a man who's not afraid of change.
Hi, George.
Hey, hi.
Oh, hi, everybody.
See, it still works.
I want you to meet one of my oldest and absolute best friends, Blake Lemaster. This is Dick and Joanna Loudon, the people I work for, and our next-door neighbor, Kirk Devane.
Well, it's nice to meet you all.
Same here. Weren't you the one I spoke to on the phone this morning?
Yes, I just flew in on the spur of the moment. Oh, by the way, thanks for telling me where I could find Leslie.
Do you know what he did? I was skiing down Suicide Point, practicing my slalom, when all of a sudden he swooped down, caught me from behind, lofted me on his shoulders, and carried me onto the base of the mountain.
Where we collapsed into a snowbank laughing like children.
Have you ever heard of anything more incredible? Oh, I've never seen anything like him.
Skiing, huh? Yeah, do you ski? I guess I ski. I grew up in Switzerland. I know Switzerland. What part? The snowy part. If you're from Switzerland, what happened to your accent? I lost it in a bad fall.
Why don't we all come over and sit down?
Yeah.
So, you say you two have known each other for a long time?
Since childhood. It's always been Blake and Leslie, Leslie and Blake.
All the way through high school. We were inseparable. Ha, silly, superficial high school.
Sounds like it was pretty serious to me.
Well, we did go steady for 4 years.
Yeah, but that's because everybody went steady.
And we did spend those 3 months together touring Europe.
Show me two kids who didn't.
So what caused you two to break up?
We just had different things we wanted to do.
I remember we were on a boat in the middle of the Mediterranean. And I wanted to go to Turkey, and Leslie wanted to go to school.
It's always the same old story.
So what do you do now, Blake?
Oh, this and that.
Will you listen to him? Believe me, if it's a challenge, if it's dangerous, if it's never been done before, Blake will do it.
We sound like twins. Say, I got an idea. Why don't the three of us have dinner tonight?
Oh, that'd be great. Only I invited Blake to have dinner here tonight. If that's okay with you two.
It's fine with us.
We'd love to have you. And you're welcome to stay the night.
Thanks a lot. I'd like that.
Oh, I hope you don't mind, Kirk. Maybe tomorrow.
No, fine. Is he upset?
I think so. But why?
You know the Swiss.
Look at how smooth the snow is out there. Like no living thing has ever walked on it.
Yeah, and you can bet tomorrow some fool will be out there with his boots on messing it up.
I love this country up here. It's so great to look out your window and to be able to see such incredible serenity.
Kirk's here.
Hope everybody's hungry.
Well, it smells delicious.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. Joanna's a great cook.
Honey, listen, I meant to explain. I wasn't expecting this many people, and we really didn't have anything in the house, so I had to run out. And the only thing that looked really good at the store...
This is lamb, isn't it?
Yeah, but I made your favorite potatoes.
Mashed?
I made your second favorite potatoes.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Just as I was getting ready to leave, I had to put out a grease fire.
I guess that's one of the hazards of running a restaurant.
It was under my car. Anyway, I brought you this.
Oh, Kirk, how sweet. Thank you. You didn't have to do that.
It's an ashtray from my souvenir shop.
Put your butt here.
Cute, huh?
Almost makes me wish I smoked.
Okay, why don't you all sit down?
Thanks again for inviting me.
Well, like you said when you called, you weren't doing anything.
Leslie, where are you sitting?
Right here.
I'm there. Thank you.
Thank you. Joanna, thank you for going to all this trouble. Oh.
Yeah, I love lamb.
Who doesn't?
George, I was just about to make a toast. All right, I'll make it quick. Here's to Blake.
Thank you. Now I'd like to make a toast. Is that okay?
Sure.
Wine comes in at the mouth and love comes in at the eye. That's all we shall know for truth before we grow old and die. I lift my glass to my mouth. I look at you and I sigh.
Now I want to make a toast.
Kirk, I'm a little toasted out.
Yeah, why don't we all just go ahead and eat?
By the way, this is a nice Bordeaux. Chateau Montrose, 1976.
He's right.
You show off.
Not really. There's a little trick to that I picked up in the south of France last year.
What's that?
Read the label first.
You know, I once picked up a little trick in the south of France. Her name was Babette.
Here you go.
What were you doing in France, vacationing?
No, a friend and I had this car, and we found ourselves with a little time on our hands, so we took it over and ran it in Le Mans.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait a minute, Joanna. You raced a car in Le Mans?
Yeah, with a friend.
Yeah, how did you do?
Kurt, when someone has raced a car at Le Mans, you don't ask how they did. I mean, what matters is they raced a car at Le Mans.
And won.
Wow.
I think you've struck a chord with Dick.
Well, I love racing. You know, it's an incredible blend of man and machine. I can't think of anything more exciting.
How about watching the sun coming up over Mount Kilimanjaro?
Oh, yeah.
He's amazing, isn't he?
Blake, you sound to me like you've traveled some.
George Blake's been around the world. How many times?
Oh, I don't know.
10?
Or 20.
And I still can't believe the things he does. If there's a mountain, he climbs it. If there's an ocean, he swims it.
If there's an evening, he ruins it.
And what's more amazing is that he always succeeds at everything he does. As long as I've known Blake, he's always won at everything he's ever tried.
Well, I guess there's only one thing in my life that I have wanted and haven't won.
What's that?
This lady right here.
Oh, Blake.
No, Leslie, it's true. That's why I'm here.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Leslie, I came back to ask you to marry me. And I don't care how long it takes. I'm not leaving until you say yes.
I'm sorry, I was eating. What did you say?
What do you say?
Blake, I'm not ready to be married.
Do you love me?
You know how I feel about you. But what about my education? What about the Olympics?
Leslie, what about them? When you study, I'll be there right beside you, turning the pages. When you're skiing, I'll be the one holding the stopwatch. Leslie, I don't want to interfere with your life. I want to champion it.
You know, this would mean you'd have to come here to live. I mean, it's not Tibet or Khartoum. It's just plain old Vermont. Not that Vermont can't be fun.
What do you say?
Dick, do you need anything?
No, that's all right. I came down to get something, but I can get it in the morning.
What were you going to get?
A book to read tonight.
Well, don't worry about us.
No, that's all right. I should be in bed. I have that walk tomorrow.
Dick, don't be silly. Get the book.
Well, it'll only take a second. Grab the first book I see. Kirk?
Oh, hi, Dick.
How did you get in here?
What's the difference how I got in here? The point is I'm losing Leslie.
I don't think you ever had Leslie.
You don't have to actually have someone to lose them. Did Rex Harrison have Audrey Hepburn? Did Humphrey Bogart have Ingrid Bergman?
Go home, Kirk. It's late.
Go home to what? To a crummy little cafe with a cheap souvenir shop and formica tables? That's all my life is now without Leslie.
That's all it was before.
You're a real fountain of sympathy, Dick.
Well, I'm sorry, Kirk. I know you're feeling bad, but it's not like you're losing her to some jerk. I mean, you're losing her to a great guy. Probably the greatest guy I've ever met in my life.
What do I do, Dick? I mean, you must know what it's like to lose a guy like you.
Well, there was one time I was in college. We worked on this radical student newspaper.
Wait a minute. You, Mr. Penny Loafer, worked on a radical newspaper?
I was the editor.
Forgive me, Dick. It's hard to picture you as an angry young man.
Well, actually, I was more like a cranky young man. Anyway, I was dating our food critic.
You had a food critic on your radical newspaper?
Well, remember, this was the 50s. You know, there wasn't all that much to criticize. Food and 3D glasses were about it.
Get on with it, Dick.
Well, I was really crazy about this girl, you know? I mean, she was everything I ever wanted. And then she started dating our faculty advisor.
I'm glad.
Well, I knew I couldn't compete. You know, he was older, wiser, more experienced, but, I mean, that didn't mean I stopped fighting. You know, I wanted her, and I wanted to let her know it.
Did you get her?
No. But, I mean, to this day, I I feel better about myself knowing that I tried. I feel better knowing that and that wiser, older, more experienced professor is now a 75-year-old geezer.
That's a great story, Dick. Are you saying I should go after Leslie?
What I'm saying is that if you really want Leslie, then let her know it. I mean, what's the worst thing she can say?
Guess what? We're engaged.
I guess he can't wait to tell everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, honey.
Hi.
I love her.
I guess.
Okay, I'm ready.
Me too.
Oh, that's right. Today's your walk. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a nice day for it, too. It stopped snowing. The thermometer shot up to 10.
This is going to be good for both of us. It's going to put color in our cheeks. It's going to make us feel better. We're going to love it.
You're right. All right, let's get it over with.
I can't believe I woke up this morning engaged.
Neither can I.
Let's talk about what kind of wedding we're going to have.
I had a thought about that.
Uh-huh.
Now, it's all assuming you agree, of course, but picture this. You and I, and a party of, say, 700, are married at dusk in the shadow of the Great Pyramid at Cheops.
You're joking.
No, I'm seriously thinking about it.
Blake, come on.
Honey, this is our wedding. Don't you want to make it a day to remember?
I think I'm going to remember our wedding no matter where it happens.
But it ties in so great with the honeymoon.
What's the honeymoon?
All right. Now, it's just a thought. But we take a cruise.
I like that.
In a reed boat across the Atlantic. You, me, and Thor Heyerdahl.
Blake!
It's great. Nobody's ever done that before. Not even Thor Heyerdahl.
Blake, what's the matter with you? Why can't our just getting married be enough?
Well, what's wrong with making it a little exciting? I mean, what do you want, honey? Family and friends in some rinky-dink chapel followed by a week in Niagara Falls?
I think that sounds charming.
Niagara Falls? I go there to be bored.
You'll never change, will you?
What are you talking about?
Why do you want to marry me?
Why do I want to marry you? I want to marry you because...
Because I've always been something you couldn't have. And now that I've agreed, you're looking for something else you can't have.
All I'm looking for is a little adventure.
You're looking for things that'll kill us.
Gee, Leslie, I was all pumped up about this. Now what do we do?
I'll tell you what I think we should do. I think that you should go to Egypt and check out the pyramids. And I'll stay here and finish school, and maybe in a few years we'll get together again.
Let me see if I understand this. You're dumping me.
Yeah.
Now I want you even more. Leslie, what did you expect? That I would walk out that door and forget about you? If I have to, I'll come back here and win you all over again. In fact, that sounds even better. That's what I'll do. I'll come back and win you again. Oh, God, this is gonna be great.
Well, I understand. Congratulations are in order.
They were last night.
Congratulations.
They're not this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We're still friends.
Then congratulations.
Back already?
10 degrees is a lot colder than it looks.
How far did you get?
How far is the end of the driveway?
Oh, I'd say 80 feet.
And we went 40.
Well, the main thing is we did get out.
Yeah, if we keep this up in a week or two, we should be able to get our mail.
Yeah, have you two heard about Blake and Leslie?
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Well, I guess it is.
Blake and I aren't getting married after all.
What?
Oh, no, that's terrible.
See, that's what I thought.
We both thought it over this morning, and we decided that it would be better if we just waited a little longer. Or maybe a lot longer.
Oh, Leslie, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine, really.
Look, I know this has got to be rough, Leslie, so, if you want to be alone or take the rest of the day off.
It's okay, Dick. I mean, breaking up was my idea. I think I'll feel better if I could just keep on working. I'll start breakfast.
I'll help you.
If you love something, let it go. If it was meant to be, it'll come back to you.
Thank you, George. Makes me feel a lot better.
I read that on a tree.
Well, I did it.
Did what?
Got engaged to a woman I don't love.
What are you talking about, Kirk?
I took your advice. I got even.
I never said get even.
Well, whatever you said. I went out last night and started proposing until I found a woman who would marry me.
What kind of woman would marry a stranger off the street?
Not tops.
Leslie broke her engagement with Blake.
Can I use your phone? Hello, Dora? This is Sparky. Listen, I know it's early, but I wanted to catch you before your truck pulled out. Well, I can certainly understand you feeling that way, and if I'm ever really down on myself, who knows? Maybe I'll give that a try. No, you take care. Well, Dick, leave me to Leslie. I'm ready to pledge my troth.
I think she wants to be alone, Kirk.
Right. You know what I think I'll do? I'll go into town, I'll order some flowers and have them delivered with a little card that says, whatever happened, you've still got a friend.
That would be classy.
Thanks. If you want to split this, I could have it say friends.
George, have you seen Joanna?
The last I saw her, she was on her way to the market. You want me to get you some lunch?
No, that's all right. You're already eating. It'd be too much trouble.
No trouble.
Well, in that case. Oh, did you ever get to that garage door I told you about?
You mean the one I told you about?
I mean the one I told you about.
You mean the one with the broken hinge?
That's the one I told you about.
Did you know that your garbage disposal was broken?
No, when did that happen?
I don't know, but remember you heard it from me first.
Hi, honey. Hi, George. Oh, there's a step loose on the back porch.
I knew that, did you? Well, I'd like to visit, but looks like I have a busy afternoon.
Oh, here, I'll put some of that stuff away.
Thanks.
What step did you say that was? Never mind, I got it.
You know, honey, I just love going to the market here. It's so different from New York.
Where did these go?
Do you know they actually have a pickle barrel? I mean, right in the middle of the store, there's this great big wooden barrel with all these pickles floating in it. And you just stick your hand in and grab one. Isn't that charming?
Oh, that's great. I love fresh pickles. Where are they?
I didn't get any.
Well, why not?
Because you have to stick your hand in that barrel.
Where does this go?
On the shelf under the olive oil. Oh, by the way, did you know that you're famous in town? Actually, there was just one woman who came up and asked if you were my husband. She seemed to know an awful lot about us.
Does she know where we kept the olive oil?
She wants to be a writer.
Well, she'll get over it. Where does this go?
Dick, why don't you let me do this?
I'm just trying to help.
But you aren't helping, are you?
No.
Anyway, this woman asked me a lot of questions about you.
Like what?
Like, would you read her work?
I hope you found a nice way of getting rid of her.
I invited her to dinner.
How'd she take it?
Dick, you of all people know how hard it is to get started as a writer. I thought you'd want to help her.
These people don't want help. They want praise, and if you don't give it to them, then they hate you.
But what if her work is good?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, what if everybody wanted me to read their work?
What if they did?
Well, for one thing, we'd have way too many dinner parties.
Okay. If I've done something wrong, I'm sorry, but I don't see what the big deal is. She just wants to come over and pick your brain. How long can that take?
I just love what you've done with this place.
Oh, we really haven't done that much.
Well, that's what I mean. You haven't done anything. It's wonderful,
Well, we have done a few things.
but nothing that shows. I just love it.
Honey, Vicky's been waiting patiently since yesterday. I think she's dying to hear what you think of her work.
I really am.
Now, honey, you know I'm uncomfortable telling another writer how to write.
Oh, believe me, I want to hear it all. Any teeny little thing you could say would mean so much.
Well, overall, I think it's pretty good.
I could die.
It's a collection of charming essays. I liked it a lot.
Oh, well, that's it. I've died and gone to heaven.
Is essay writing the kind of thing a person could make money at?
Conceivably.
Well, this is exciting.
Is there anything else you can tell me about my work?
No, I think that's about it. I think we've talked enough about writing. Len, what business are you in?
I sell life insurance.
So, Vicky, when did you first become interested in writing?
Hi. If you don't need me for anything, I'm going to go to the library.
Oh, Kirk and Leslie, this is Len and Vicky.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Leslie's a student at Dartmouth.
Oh, what are you studying?
European history and Renaissance theology.
I'm helping Leslie find a subject for her master's thesis.
What are you most interested in?
Leslie?
I was talking to Leslie.
Sorry?
I haven't really decided yet. I hate to run off like this, but it's late. Nice meeting you.
Same here.
Same here.
Pleasure.
Is Leslie your daughter?
Oh, no. She's our maid.
We have 3 boys.
I sure wish we had a maid.
Well, if everyone's ready for dessert.
Oh, let me help you.
Thank you, Vicky.
Now, Len, while we're gone, don't you sell Dick any life insurance.
Don't worry, he won't.
Well, this is really nice. Good food, new friends. Let's get to the point, Dick. You think Vicky should keep at this writing thing?
I'm afraid I'm not following you.
What I mean is, can she make it?
Well, does she want to make it?
It's all she thinks about. But if she hasn't got it, I want to nip it now. I'm a realist, Dick.
Well, I can see that. For what it's worth, I think anyone with a little talent and a lot of hard work has a chance of making a living in whatever they're interested in.
You do?
Sure. I mean, the important thing for you to do is just give her a lot of support.
Well, how would I do that?
Well, one way would be to give her as much freedom as you can to let her work.
Right. Then what?
Well, eventually she'll need an agent.
How does she do that?
I suppose I could make a couple calls.
Vicky, guess what? Dick's gonna get you an agent.
I didn't quite say that.
Am I ready for an agent?
Well, there's still a few rough spots, and you may need a few pointers, but...
Where would you get those?
Yeah, where would I get those?
Well, I guess we're talking about another professional writer. And I guess we're talking about me.
You do that, too? This guy is incredible.
Honey, this is so nice of you.
Now, Dick, if this sounds pushy, you just say so. But when are you going to do this?
Soon.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow would be soon.
And tomorrow it is. I can't wait.
I feel like we've launched a career.
Oh, and just think, if it hadn't been for Joanna, none of this would have happened.
That's true.
Fine, we're looking forward to seeing you on the 12th. Thanks for calling.
You want to hear the craziest thing?
Sure, why not?
You know how I said the garbage disposal was broken?
Yeah?
It wasn't. I just had the switches mixed up. Every time I turned on the garbage disposal switch, I was really turning on the light switch, and vice versa.
So you didn't have to fix anything?
Not after I rewired the switches.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Well, hello.
Honey, the Bixels are here. Oh, I'm sorry you don't know our caretaker, George Utley.
Oh, yes, we do. This is a small town, Joanna. Everybody knows everybody.
You folks from around here?
Len Bixel.
George Utley. I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that time already.
You said 10:30.
Right, and it's 9:40.
I guess we're just excited.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Do you write too?
No, I just know that feeling.
Have we got a surprise for you?
Really?
Yeah. But first, I want to make sure I got this straight. Now, Dick, you did say you liked Vicky's work, right?
Right.
And you did say that anybody with a little talent and a lot of hard work had a chance of making it, right?
Right.
And you're standing by that.
I guess I'm standing by that.
Well, then you're going to be happy to learn that from now on, Vicky is going to devote as much time as she needs to her writing. No more cooking, no more cleaning, no more marketing.
I'm also giving up the responsibility of the boys.
How can you do that?
Take a guess.
You're not thinking of leaving them here?
No.
Len will be home with them now.
Len.
Yeah, you were so encouraging about my new career that, well, you tell him, Len.
I quit my job.
You quit your job. You're not serious.
Serious and committed, Dick. Where do we start?
I think we start by getting your job back.
Can't do that.
Why not?
I lost all my benefits when I quit. It'd be like starting over.
Well, then start over.
The company won't let me. They're funny about people leaving.
I don't understand how you could do this.
Well, Dick said Vicky could make it. That's all we needed to hear.
Wait a minute. I never said that.
When I asked you if we had a chance of making it, you said sure.
I said sure, meaning stranger things have happened.
You didn't say that. You said sure. Anyway, we talked it over and think this is our one chance to really roll those dice, go for broke. Right, kids?
Honey, before they think we've gone crazy, we do have a little money put aside. I mean, why else do you build a life savings?
I know it's none of my business, but how much life do you have in your savings?
45 days.
You don't really expect Dick to find Vicky work in that period of time.
We're not worried. So, where do we begin?
Maybe you should give Dick a minute to think.
Honey, I don't think they have that kind of time.
Well, it's too late to turn back now, so why don't we just start working?
I guess we better.
Why don't I make some coffee?
Sell a lot. That's what Vicky used to say to me when I went to work. Come on, kids.
Oh, wow. This is great. Every writer should have a study like this.
Well, it took me 22 years to get this one.
I hope I can make it quicker than that.
Are you sure this is something you guys want to do?
Oh, absolutely. Len has a wonderful philosophy of life.
Which is what?
Shoot the moon.
Love that, Len.
So what do we do first?
Well, I guess the first thing to do would be to read the rest of your material.
I try to write 5,000 words a day.
That's more than Hemingway wrote.
Well, I have an electric typewriter.
Why don't I get to this later tonight? Well, let's start with,
Calling your agent?
right. Yeah, hello. Yes, this is Dick Loudon. Is Elliot there? Oh, I didn't know that. Did he leave a phone number where he could be reached in Israel? I see. Is Mel there? I didn't know that. I guess I don't speak to you that often. Well, please give my sympathies to his widow. Well, when she gets back from Israel. Is there anyone there I can talk to? Would you have him call me, please? As soon as possible. Well, that's the only phone call we can make.
Now what?
Well, we sort of started the ball rolling. Why don't we take a break and have some of that coffee? Then again, why waste time?
Dick? What are you doing?
Eating?
Eating what?
Raisin Rascals?
I thought the Bixel boys ate all of those.
I hid these.
Where?
I'm not telling.
Honey, this is the third night in a row. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're not in bed.
Joanna, you know I feel restless whenever I ruin a family's life.
I'm sorry. This whole thing is my fault.
No, it's my fault. I mean, when you first told me you invited him to dinner here, I should have said right away, Joanna, I'm leaving.
How did we ever get into this mess?
We got into this because we're pushovers. We're chumps. I mean, we should have a sign right out in front. Stop here. See the chumps.
Well, we just never should have let it go this far.
I don't know. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I always felt I could pull it off.
No one could find somebody, an agent and a publisher, in 45 days.
Gore Vidal could.
Honey, you're not Gore Vidal.
I know that now.
So what are we going to do?
I don't know. I do know I can't spend one more day alone in that room with Vicky. I mean, I don't know what kind of advice to give her. I don't have any anecdotes. I mean, you know the autobiography I was always going to write? Forget it. I have nothing to say.
You think it's any better out there with 5 hopeful faces staring at the door?
I thought there were just 4.
Lately, I've been joining them.
Well, there's only one thing we can do.
You're talking about telling them the truth, aren't you?
Well, we don't have any choice. I mean, at least if we tell them now, they have time to recover.
Why is this so hard for us?
It's hard because they trusted us. I mean, these are 2 innocents who put their lives in our hands because, well, they thought we could help them. And now we have to tell them we can't.
How do you think they'll take it?
Put yourself in their place. How would you take it?
Well, I think I'd say I understood, go home, and be miserable for weeks.
I sure hope they take it that way.
Yo, Joanna.
Hi, Kirk.
I ran out of sugar at the cafe, and I was wondering if I could borrow some.
How much do you need?
Enough to fill 25 of these.
See you later. I'm off.
Where are you going?
Skiing.
Great. Listen, on your way back, why don't you stop by the cafe, and I'll make you a nice hot chocolate.
Sounds good.
I'll also need a cup of cocoa.
Morning.
Hi.
Morning. You remember Kirk?
Oh, yeah.
You remember the Bixels?
Right, the people who were throwing their lives away. And these must be the innocent victims.
Kirk, you remember where we keep the sugar and cocoa, don't you?
No.
Well, why don't you search through every cupboard we have till you find it?
Okay.
Morning, Maestro.
Ready to get started?
Well, before we begin this morning, I think there's something we should talk about.
Gather around. The master speaks.
I think it might be better if just the adults heard this.
You're saying get rid of the kids?
Hey, fellas, Daddy saw a bear outside.
A bear?
Well, why don't we have a seat? I really don't know how to begin. I want to be honest. Joanna and I haven't had much sleep the past few days.
Dick, if you've got something on your mind, let's hear it.
Well, maybe the best thing is just to go straight through it. This whole thing isn't working out.
Oh, God.
Oh, now, honey.
Oh, God.
Don't be upset.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Vicky, take it easy.
Why don't you think this is working, Dick?
Well, I don't think the 2 of you realized what you were getting into.
Oh, God.
I mean, it takes time to be a writer, and 45 days just isn't enough time.
Would it help if you had more time?
No. I really hate to say this, but there's nothing more I can do.
Oh, God.
I know this is pretty hard to hear.
Well, Dick, we appreciate you being honest with us. We're just glad you told us now instead of waiting. Right, Vic?
I wish I could tell you where to go from here.
Well, I guess I'll go back to selling insurance.
I thought you couldn't go back.
Well, I can't go back to the same people, but there are a lot of insurance companies, Dick. And fortunately, you're in good hands with all of them.
Vicky, I hope this doesn't discourage you about writing.
Oh, no. I'll keep writing as long as there's electricity.
I really wish I could have been more help.
I wish we both could have been.
Well, now, don't you worry about it. Apparently, we were unrealistic. Vicky will just go back to writing in her spare time, like I do with my photography.
Oh, I didn't know you were a photographer.
Well, more of a weekend shutterbug. I just take pictures of the kids, the house, vacations, that sort of thing.
These are very good.
You really think so?
Sure.
Tell me, Dick, is photography the kind of thing a person could make money at?
No.
Well, thanks again. And we really do appreciate everything you tried to do for us.
Well, I really feel bad that, things didn't work out.
Hey, we roll with the punches.
Goodbye.
Don't forget the kids.
Oh, that was so hard.
I know. I really feel bad for her.
Dick, you have my word. I am never going to get us involved in anything like this again.
Honey, the reason we got involved is because you care about people, and I love that about you. So please, don't ever change that.
Well, thank you, honey.
Well, I'm gonna go for a walk.
I'm going to the market.
Stop right there.
This is going to be a great Christmas.
I know. Dick and I have been dreaming about a Christmas in Vermont for years. There's just something about it that seems warm and old-fashioned, just like Christmas should be.
I made a Christmas wish today. Let me find a chicken Santa's sleigh. Hey, I really got the spirit this year.
Up until now, so have we.
Are those Christmas cookies I smell?
Well, those haven't been baked yet.
They don't need to be. They're delicious just the way they are.
Kirk? Wouldn't you like to spit that out?
Spit what out?
You haven't swallowed the cookie.
Sure I have, and I loved it. Will you excuse me for 1 minute? I just have to sneeze. So, can I count on all of us being together for Christmas tomorrow?
Sure.
Should we all cram into the Minuteman for burgers, or should I just come over here?
Well, why don't you just come over here?
You know, this is going to be the best Christmas I've ever had.
Me too. I'm going home.
What?
I'm going home.
You're going home?
Yeah,
What for?
to be with my family.
But this is Christmas.
Kirk. Christmas is traditionally a time when people want to be with their families.
I don't. I want to be with Leslie.
Christmas is a big deal with my family. I really have to go home.
I'm going with you.
It's just family.
I'll wait in the car.
I'm flying.
I'll wait in the plane.
Kirk, we'll have a lovely Christmas here.
I won't.
Yes, you will. We'll have baked ham. We'll roast chestnuts. We'll do all the things that make Christmas special.
Fine, but I'm going to be drunk.
Well, we're off to get the tree.
Isn't this exciting? We're going to have our own fresh-cut Christmas tree. George, I bet you know the best place to get one.
Well, the best place is Guy's Market, but Dick has this thing about cutting down his own.
Well, it's just something I've always wanted to do. We'll hike out in the woods, we'll smell the pine, breathe the fresh air. I mean, this is the way people used to celebrate Christmas.
That was before they built Guy's.
Well, let's go. Kirk, you gonna go with us?
Sure. If you don't mind stopping on the way for some cheap wine and a carton of cigarettes.
You don't smoke.
I do now.
I take it you broke the news about going home.
Yeah. Oh, honey, Mrs. Thomas called, and she confirmed all 24 members of the Silverbird Ski Club for this afternoon. So we're going to have a full house for Christmas.
Great. Sounds like everything's working out perfectly.
Oh, I almost forgot. Your mother's fruitcake arrived.
You throw it out?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we'll see you later.
Well,
Christmas is really stupid.
I think that does it.
Joanna's going to love this tree. You know, every year in New York, she used to go crazy decorating our apartment. I just can't wait to see what she does with this.
Good grief.
Oh, there you are. What do you think of it?
Dick, that's a whole tree.
Isn't it everything you ever dreamed of?
It's twice anything I ever dreamed of. Honey, why'd you have to cut down such a big one?
We didn't cut this down.
Then where'd you get it?
Guys.
Dick, I don't have enough decorations for that tree.
Honey, you'll do a great job. I mean, you always did with our trees in New York.
Our trees in New York were 2.5 feet high and sat on top of a television set. This tree looks like it should be in Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, it's a beaut, isn't it?
So who's going to take me to the airport?
I will. We better take the truck. The roads could be bad the way it's snowing out there.
Wow, your tree looks great. But Joanna, it's going to take you forever to decorate it.
No. With what I've got, it should take me about 5 minutes.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
We're gonna miss you, but you have a wonderful time.
Thanks, I will. Merry Christmas, Dick.
Same to you.
Kirk?
Yeah?
I'm going home now.
I know.
Merry Christmas.
Please let me go home with you. Don't leave me here with them.
I'm ready, George.
Okay.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Boy, is it great to be inside. It's snowing so bad you can hardly see out there.
But all this fresh powder should be great for skiing.
Assuming it stops.
Oh, don't say that. It's got to stop. That's the whole reason we're here.
You must be the Silverbirds.
Yeah, the rest of us are outside unloading the bus.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Joanna Loudon. This is my husband, Dick. It's so nice to have all of you here.
It's nice to be here. We didn't think we'd make it. They're closing the roads.
Oh, George, we better hurry if we're going to get to the airport.
We better call first. It's turning into a blizzard out there. I'm not sure any planes are going to be leaving. What?
Oh, no, what if I can't get home?
Then I'd say praying works.
Let's not panic yet. Dick, why don't you check in the Silverbirds? I'll call the airport. Come on, Leslie. We'll use the phone in the study.
Say, it'd be a shame if all this snow keeps Leslie from getting home.
Oh, I didn't realize the airport was closed. Well, when do you think it'll reopen? Of course, when it stops snowing, yes. I mean, do you know when that will be? Oh, I see.
Are you two together?
We can be.
No, we can't.
Well, why don't you take room 5 and you take room
6?
11.
Oh, what's the word?
I'm stuck. The airport's closed. I'm not going home for Christmas.
Joy to the world, let me grab your bags. Look out! Gangway! Leslie can't go home! Look out! Gangway! Leslie can't go home! Look out!
Well, that didn't take long.
This is awful.
No, it isn't awful. It'll look better with the lights on. All right, I'm going to turn out the lights in the lobby. George, you plug in the tree lights on the count of 3. This is going to be beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Are you sure those are all the decorations you had?
Maybe popcorn would help.
It might. Everything looks better on a full stomach.
George, she meant to string on a tree.
We're never going to ski. We're going to sit on our duffs this whole vacation.
No, you won't. I'm sure the snow will let up and you'll be able to ski.
How do you know that?
I don't. I just made that up. But I mean, it's Christmas Eve. I think we ought to think positive.
Well, I just told my parents I'm not coming home for Christmas.
This is just turning into a terrible Christmas.
No, it isn't.
It is if you want to ski.
All right, look, maybe things haven't turned out as perfectly as we wanted them, but I mean, maybe we don't have enough decorations to go on the tree, and maybe Leslie isn't going to get home, and maybe the ski club won't go skiing. But I mean, it's still Christmas Eve. This is still New England, and we're still together.
I don't even have a place to stay. You rented my room.
Leslie, you're welcome to stay at my place, and if that makes you feel uncomfortable, we can get married.
Kirk will find her a room.
I just can't believe I'm not going to be with my family for Christmas.
Leslie, look, I know how you feel, but I'm not going to see my family. George isn't going to see his family.
Well, I don't have a family.
You must have some family.
Nope.
No parents, brothers, sisters?
Nope.
No aunts, uncles, cousins?
Nope.
You mean you're all alone in the world?
I'm all alone in the world.
Oh, George, I'm sorry.
I can't believe it. I'm all alone in the world.
Good, Joanna. Now they're both depressed.
I just thought of something else. If the airport's closed, that means your parents can't get in either.
You're really on a roll, you know that?
This is a terrible Christmas.
Hey, look, everybody, quit saying that. This could be a great Christmas.
It would take a miracle to make this a great Christmas.
Boy, it's cold out there.
Can I help you?
My wife and I were trying to get home, but all the roads are blocked. Is there any chance you could put us up?
I'm sorry, we're overbooked as it is.
Now, he could stay with me. I'm all alone in the world.
I mean, if I had something, I'd give it to you, but I mean, it's Christmas Eve, and there's no room at the inn.
What'd they say, Joe? Can they put us up?
You're pregnant.
I know.
Let me get this straight. This is Christmas Eve, and you show up with a pregnant wife, and there's no room at the inn.
You know, I thought about that too. It's kind of close, isn't it? But she's not due for 2 weeks.
Listen, you'll take our room.
You're kidding.
No, that's a wonderful idea.
Oh, we wouldn't want to put you out.
On behalf of innkeepers everywhere, I think we owe you one.
Leslie, why don't you show them where our room is?
Oh, we really appreciate this.
Yeah, really. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Is this your first baby?
Yes.
Any names picked out?
Well, if it's a boy, Abraham or Isaiah. If it's a girl, Tammy.
Listen, Dick, if you and Joanna need a place to stay...
We know, George.
I just heard on the radio. They closed all the ski lifts for tomorrow.
Well, that's it. You can throw this Christmas in the trash.
I don't believe our luck.
We're sorry.
Joanna, you don't have to apologize. I'm sure they're not blaming us.
Hey, just because we're snowed in doesn't mean we still can't have fun.
I don't know. I don't even have a TV in my room.
There's no TV in any of the rooms.
You think this Christmas is bad? Picture growing up in an orphanage in Nova Scotia.
You grew up in an orphanage in Nova Scotia?
I didn't say that. I said picture it. Anyway, I know a guaranteed spirit lifter. Let's have a tree trimming party.
We don't have anything to trim a tree with.
I'm surprised you even have a tree.
Probably grew there.
I have souvenirs over at the cafe. We can use those.
You have Cupid dolls and rubber alligators. And it's all junk.
Fine, Dick. You're the one with 24 angry guests.
All right, get your junk.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. What time is dinner?
We don't serve them. Actually, what I mean to say, we almost never serve dinner, but I mean, since it is Christmas Eve and since you're all being such good sports, I'm sure we can whip something up.
Dick, could I see you in the dining room, please?
Oh, what do you know? They have a dining room.
Dick, I don't have enough dinner for 24 people. All I have is what we were going to have.
Like Christmas ham?
I guess I could make ham omelets.
Not with my ham.
I could dice it.
Not my ham, you couldn't.
Honey, they're our guests. We can't just give them eggs.
Joanna, baked ham on Christmas Eve is my favorite meal of the entire year.
But what about those people out there?
It's Christmas. I don't care about the people out there.
Well, I just got the pregnant couple settled in your room. They were wondering if there was anything to eat.
Dice my ham.
Leslie, you start setting tables. Honey, you better try calling your parents again. I'll go in the kitchen and start cracking 7 dozen eggs. I think I'll scramble them in the sink.
Dinner will be ready soon. Just relax and do whatever you like. George? What are you doing here?
I wanted to be alone.
George, I know you're feeling bad because you don't have any family, but I don't want you to think, that you're alone.
I'm not?
Well, a lot of people don't have family, but, I mean, the main thing is, even though you don't have blood relatives, you still have us.
That's true.
And just think of us as your family.
Do you think of me as your family?
Sure.
Do you love me?
You're a nice guy.
Gee, thanks.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to call my parents.
Don't you mean our parents?
I can't believe I'm going to spend 3 days in this godforsaken place with nothing to do.
There must be something to do. Haven't they got any games?
I've got a deck of cards I use for playing solitaire, but that would only give one person something to do.
Why don't you get him anyway?
Here are the decorations, and there are plenty more where these came from. Come on, let's get with it. This is the season to be jolly. Okay. You're down about not being able to ski. But I've got my woman, I'm feeling good, and you're not going to spoil it, okay? So let's get into the spirit and start decorating this tree.
Maybe he's got a point.
Might as well. We got nothing better to do.
Okay. Now, who wants to be the first to hang a crab?
No. You've got all the alligators bunched together. Mix them in with some postcards. Come on. We're trying to make this nice.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I always thought lobsters were more Christmassy, but crabs is the only thing you've got.
Hey, don't knock it, Dick. It took their minds off the weather. Hey, check this out. We can light the tree with all these little pocket flashlights.
You thought of everything.
Yeah. Want to hang a gator?
Excuse me, Mr. Loudon. Can I see you for a minute?
Sure. What is it?
I know this is a bad time, and you and Mrs. Loudon have been so nice, I hate to take advantage, but I think my wife is about to have the baby.
Now you just checked in.
Sorry.
I thought you said she wasn't due for another 2 weeks.
Well, she's trying not to, but we're pretty sure that this is it.
All right, don't panic. Just stay calm. Joanna!
What's the matter?
Nothing. Everything is fine.
What is it?
We need your help. It's an emergency. Yeah, everything is fine.
What's going on?
My wife is about to have the baby.
I thought she wasn't due for 2 weeks.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my God.
All right, now don't panic. Just stay calm. All right, you're the woman. What do?
We call a doctor.
The roads are all closed. No one can get through.
Then you're going to have to do it.
Do what?
Deliver the baby.
Can you deliver a baby?
Of course I can't. All right, everyone. I know this may sound crazy, but would any of you be a doctor?
Sorry? Reflex?
All of you are doctors?
Yeah, it's a doctor ski club. Why?
This man's wife is about to have a baby.
Oh, great! Something to do!
What time is it?
Almost 4.
When we talked about Christmas in Vermont, I never dreamed we'd be spending it like this.
There are a couple more omelets out there if anyone wants them.
George, how can you still be eating omelets left over from last night?
It's pretty good, but once you pick out the chunks of ham.
Pick a card.
I'm too tired, Kirk.
Pick a card, Dick. Okay, I'll pick one for you. What is it?
10 of clubs.
Okay. Put it back anywhere in the deck. There's your card.
That is the dumbest card trick I've ever seen.
It's the only one I know.
I'd like to see that again.
Hey, everybody, guess what?
Your wife had the baby.
You got it.
What is it?
It's a Tammy.
Oh, congratulations. You must be so happy. How's your wife?
She's fine. She wanted me to thank all of you. Let's face it, this could have been a real disaster. We could have been out on that road for who knows how long. Instead, we found this inn, and you, and 24 attending physicians. It's incredible. I wish I had some cigars to pass out.
I got some over at the cafe.
You've done enough already.
Can't argue with that.
Listen, I better get back up and be with my wife. I just wanted to come and thank you again. The minute the baby's ready, I'll bring her down so you can see her.
Good, we can't wait.
This is a wonderful moment, isn't it, Dick?
Yes, it is, George.
What a night. You know something? I'm glad I didn't miss it.
You know, this may not have been exactly what we planned, but when you talk about authentic, old-fashioned Christmases, this is about as close as you're going to get.
You know what I'd like to do right now? I'd like to turn off all the lights except the ones on the Christmas tree.
I'll do it.
It's funny. All of a sudden, it looks kind of pretty.
You know, does it that?
I made a Christmas wish today. Let me find a chick in Santa's sleigh.
There's your card.
One more time.
Honey, Merry Christmas.
What is it?
I saved you a slice of ham.
And all I got for you were diamond earrings.
Excuse me. Hi. My car's stuck in the snow about a half a mile from here. I wonder if you could maybe tell me if I might call somebody who could help me out.
Well, there's a 24-hour towing service. Let me call him for you.
Oh, great. Thanks a million. Thank you.
What's your name?
Alan Wiseman. My two brothers are still in the car.